Hello, everybody, and welcome to Survivor with Jamie, Jack, and Colleen. Sorry.
My friends call me Jay.
We are here after a week off for Thanksgiving. We are here to talk about season 45, episode 10, How Am I the Mobster, which finally saw the demise of poor Bruce.
I got an idol in my pocket, Read the room, Bruce.
I know.
When Austin won, they all stood up and cheered.
I like Bruce. I didn't have to play with him on a beach, obviously, but I liked him. I was sad to see him go. So
I just thought it was a huge. I go, play your idol.
I was yelling at it too. But now I'm worried about Emily because I feel like now Emily's taking out Bruce. Everybody's gonna turn their targets on her.
Well, because the hardcore four are not going to turn on each other right now.
Yeah, I don't think so.
There's no reason for them to do it. And today would have been the good choice. They should have taken out Julie, Mama J.
I mean, ideally they should have taken out D or Austin.
Or D. But I mean, take out one of them.
Yeah.
Take out Drew, who should have wore a shirt. When he should have been Goose in that whole video. But that's all I'm saying.
This was another incredibly fun episode. It had everything. It had musical montages. It had strategy.
No one checked their watch. Again. Drew, read the room. Put a shirt on. Just saying.
Well, I'm not going to body shame anybody.
They were too busy having bros code and doing all those things.
Oh my God. That was so amazing. That was amazing. Just A+. I loved it.
That was built up for what, 18 days? Finally.
Drew, he has farted one time in 18 days. Well, it's the new sanctuary where good things happen back at camp.
Karate Kid music.
Yeah, it was like Karate Kid.
It was Kenny Loggins, wasn't it?
No, that was Top Gun.
No? Oh, Top Gun.
Yeah. That's when they're the beach scene. That's why I keep saying he should have been Goose. Goose wore a shirt while the other guys were parading around, and Tom Cruise was checking his watch. My breath. Okay.
Yeah, I didn't get that, but now I get it.
Is that the first? They cannot be the first time. The first time that they've ever actually put in written music, like a pop.
I think so, because
I don't know. Kenny Loggins was happy.
All I could think of was how much money they must have paid just for that one 30-second sequence. I mean,
well
crazy.
Spent. Just saying. Yeah. Highlight of the season, well spent. I love getting to see those goofy little dorky moments where people aren't playing game and they're just then you start to see the actual personalities of the person.
Right.
Yes. And I think that goes to show that maybe the 90-minute format, even though my kids yell every time I make them go to sleep and miss the last half hour of it, I do think that
it's cruel.
It is cruel, but that's a good thing. I think it is panning out, if I may say.
Yes.
Well, it was the first time I watched the credits in a while, and I go, I forgot about half these people.
Yeah. Well, there's only 7 left now.
Did you have, I don't know if we talked about it on here, but Jeff talked about it on his podcast, that they put in a Easter egg at the front credits of every episode that has to do with the episode we're about to watch.
Really?
And so this week, it shows up. It's like a split second. That's all you get. It shows up like after they go through the list of names. D is the last person that's shown. It's right after that. And tonight it was Bruce's immunity beads.
Oh.
So you can tell your kids to watch the first minute.
You're like, there you go. It's
like this is who's going home.
It's like the Ozark. You got the whole story right there. Now go to bed.
There you go.
But see, with Ozark though, I'm so old I would forget all the clues. I'd go, oh, I forgot about that. Yeah, that's right. That was in the opening.
Oh yeah, that's right.
The sequence. You know.
Well, now I'm gonna have to go back because I honestly did not know that. So that's exciting.
Well, I'm glad Jeff told us now.
Finally.
With what, 3 episodes ago?
Yeah, right.
Which he didn't. He didn't have a lot of time with all of his carnival and scone eating. Like,
oh my God!
I'm not a carnival expert, but I've never had a scone at a carnival.
That's
popcorn,
pretty sure that's
candy. Can I get a scone?
Maybe he meant a scone. Maybe he meant a fried scone. Yeah.
I didn't say fried scone.
A deep fried scone.
Do you think he meant funnel cake and just like lost the terminology?
Probably. That's very likely.
Jeff has blown it again.
That's how we do it on Survivor.
Instead of funnel cake.
Now jump in the water, Katura. We've got a show to film.
Watch out for the sharks.
Let's it also had a lovely little heroes montage where somebody overcame their fears. But no, I thought this was a really good episode again, and I think that Jeff's having fun with this season too. Just you could just tell, you know, like sometimes he's just has a better rapport, like more patience for the contestants. Yeah. Yeah, right.
I was telling my wife today, Cindy, I go, I'm actually enjoying it. She goes, you haven't complained.
Yeah.
Because I know last season I was complaining. I mean, I was complaining about having to watch it. I was like, oh God, this is so terrible.
I'm trying to remember who won last season. Shit. Oh, Jam Jam.
Yeah. Who I had, and I was like going, okay, whatever.
That's how much you did not care.
Well, he wouldn't go down as one of the best Survivor players ever, but he won.
Yeah, no, right? I love Jam. Okay, but back to this episode. There was a lot here. Like there was a lot. Like at one point I thought, okay, maybe Julia's going home because she had that scene in the beginning on the beach with Drew, or maybe Emily's going home because we got a lot of Emily backstory. I couldn't quite put my finger on it. And then I thought maybe they'll play like with the Kelly 2 weeks ago where it'll be Drew. Like they'll just automatically just make it Drew, and it's only was thrown out there before. So
I couldn't tell if Drew was acting crying or if it was real.
He cried a lot this episode.
Yeah,
and I mean, he can cry on command.
I'm sure it's real, but I was like going, it just doesn't. It's awkward crying. Like it was with Julie, it was kind of awkward.
His golden place is being the narrator of the story, right? The guy that has like one bit of information more than the next person. So, you know, those kind of people, when they get into a vulnerable place, it always feels a little.
Because last week we didn't do a show.
Cringe, as the kids say.
Right. If we didn't do a show last week, but when he was at Tribal and he was talking about something, I go, I have no clue what he's talking about. And everybody's look was like, even Jeff was like going, I hope I don't have to reply to this. Have you had a scone at a carnival?
Yeah, was this when Jeff turned to like really, you know, because he was waiting for some great analogies to come out.
But he's so intelligent.
Yeah.
And he doesn't hide it, you know, because a lot of people will hide their intelligence. Not him. He's just, and I go, I have no clue what he's talking about. And you could tell that the people on the jury were like going, yeah, don't have a clue. Don't have a clue. He's using words I've never heard of before.
I do not know the definition of this word.
Siri. Oh, I can't use Siri. Sorry. I don't know. The hell is he talking about?
Sorry, do you guys hear music? Is that music coming?
That's me singing.
Okay, sorry. My headphone's not working, so I didn't know if like there was an ad playing somewhere. And
I don't know.
Okay.
And when you think mafia, do you think Boston or do you think New York?
Well, I think the Irish mafia because it's Jake.
Yeah, I guess so. I guess that's true.
If he was Italian, I would be thinking of New York.
I guess that's right. I don't know.
Okay, let's talk about that sequence.
I just don't see Jake as the mafia type.
He's tired of being the target, guys.
The target.
His game is he's just. Has anyone floundered so much ever since he tried to make that move on Julie? He's just dead man walking.
And you know what? He knows it, and everybody else knows it. And I think Jeff really likes him because he has such a sense of humor, despite being so desperate the whole time.
Right. Well, he called him out on the carnival thing.
Yeah, we could do.
The carnival you ever been to?
Yo, what carnival you seen that at?
Yeah, I'm in the Irish mob. We don't do that. I'll kill you, bro.
I'll shoot a carnival game.
Wait till you hear us fighting.
The hot box. The hot box.
The hot box. Fighting in the hot box.
No, but that was amazing. Like, but they both had points. Like, Drew being like all pissy, like, well, why does it have to be me? And he was like, why do I have to catch the bullet every time? It's got to be somebody. Why can't it be you?
I agreed with Jake. Literally, you're putting my name out there. So what's wrong with me putting your name out there?
Exactly.
You can't put my name out there.
I could easily see Jake going to the end and being the no vote final.
The no vote guy, yeah. It's unfortunate because he's good TV.
And I think he would give a great tribal council, final tribal.
But I just think he's just in that. He's just in that place where who's he gonna? Bruce is gone now.
Yeah.
Who can he beat?
Yeah, who he'd have to make moves now. He'd have to take out Drew. He'd have to take out D.
But how can he? He has no power.
Well, yeah. I don't know. He'd have to figure it out. He'd have to, what he has to do? He has to win immunity next week, so he has some power.
Yeah.
He has to win immunity.
And he has to hope that somebody gets the vote taken away.
And he has to catch D and Austin making out or something. Like, he's got to get, like, we've heard Emily talk about multiple times about how D and Austin seem like they're getting really close. And if you watch the two of them, they're like constantly just making out with each other with their eyes.
Yes.
So
yes, I've seen that as well.
I think if they can get everybody shifting over to the idea that, I know that Drew truly believes that like he and Austin are ride or die, but I think there's a little wiggle room in there where Drew could get fed some paranoia.
Oh, there's 100% wiggle room in there.
Drew, he definitely could. He's a paranoid guy.
Out of the two of them, I could see Drew self-destructing first. I think honestly, I think if D goes to the end, it doesn't matter who she's sitting next to, she's going to win.
Right.
Because everybody keeps telling us that she's a great player and she seems untouchable.
If D, Austin, and Jake, I could see Austin maybe winning it.
I don't know. We also had that scene tonight where they said at the sanctuary, we're going to have a female winner this season.
Yes, but they always say that.
Yeah, they always say that when we have a female winner.
I do.
What happened to the all female alliance a few weeks ago?
Yeah, that was
like not even happening a few weeks ago.
But I think that there's, as of right now, there stands a really good position for Emily. Like of course, she just did a huge move, and we see it and go, oh, that's a huge move. Now she's gonna have this huge target, no matter how great of a move that was. But how many people in camp think they were a part of that move, or think that they were more in charge of that move than they know? Like, you know what I mean? Like, maybe they don't realize how much she orchestrated it.
Yeah, they don't know that.
No, right. Emily, they do, because because Jake said to her in front of the jury, "Nice job" or "Good one." Like, I think that it was pretty obvious that
yeah,
she was her
but I mean, how many people know that she was talking to Bruce that way?
I'm sure everyone. They all seem to be pretty chatty with each other, don't they?
I guess.
Yeah. There's definitely no room for secrets on the island this season. Like, the second they can't even keep their own secret. They're like, I have this secret. Did I sell it to you? Did I sell it to you? Did you believe my lie?
Yes.
How was my acting? How was my acting? Am I an actor or what?
How did we feel about Bruce and his lie and his telling people that it was a lie? And
why would you tell it to? She hates you. Why are you talking to her about it?
Yeah, like that's the big mistake over everything. The mistake wasn't believing.
He doesn't realize that Katurah hates him more than anybody else.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because I
mean, she didn't talk to mom for a year, right? She said, "Yeah, I'm done with my mom." She holds a grudge.
Yeah.
Well, and she is like, every single time he's ever made eye contact with her that we've seen, she like point blank rolls her eyes at him.
She had a confessional where she didn't even talk. It was just her sighing and rolling her eyes at Bruce.
Yes. But
yes, Bruce, you're brilliant.
So he's gonna try to like sell this lie to her, and then like I don't know, believe her. Bruce's big mistake wasn't listening to Emily, because up until this point, Emily, whenever she has told somebody, hey, these are where the numbers are at, she's been solid. It hasn't been a lie. Falling for Emily lying, anybody there would have done that at this point in time. But like, when somebody is literally looking at you and is like, I don't like you, you need to go. They are not your partner in this game. Like,
yeah, they're not your friend. Like,
no,
don't do it.
I hate you. I'd rather eat a scone than follow you.
Just to give a quick shout out to the chat, they are hopping. We've got a lot of people in the house, but there was this funny exchange with Got said, I called Drew Napoleon Dynamite in my head, and then Christy responds, of course you do. The 90s called and they want their joke back.
Ooh, got had. Ooh.
He got.
He got. He got.
Got.
But Sherry says that Jeff Probst makes $8 million a show.
Like a show, not a season?
She said a show.
That seemed like 30 years ago, or what, 25 years ago, whatever it was. Weren't like the entire cast of Friends making $1 million an episode?
$1 million an episode. Yeah, that was a big deal. So that makes if there's 12 episodes. If he makes $9 million a show and not $8 million a show and not a season, and there's 12 episodes, that's $96 million a season. And if it's 13 episodes, that's $108 million a season.
Wow. If I'm Jeff, I'm going to CBS. Let's have 100 episodes this season.
Right. Oh, it's $8 million a year. Okay.
$8 million a year. Okay. All right.
I'll still take it.
Okay.
Just $8 million. All right. I'll do it.
He's not a professional ball player. He can't pull in that $75 million for a 3-year contract.
Yeah, that was a lot of money for that pitcher. Anyway, Sonny Gray. Now what's Blake Snell gonna get? Jeez. Anyway,
Cy Young Award winner.
Yeah, 2-time Cy Young Award winner.
2-time Cy Young Award winner.
We're not talking about a guy who was the backup Cy Young to the Cy Young Award winner.
You know what's funny? I made that joke to Jay like a week ago, and he also made the same correction 2 times Cy Young Award winner. And I didn't learn because I just didn't say it this time.
He has won the Cy Young twice, once in the American League, once in the National League. The Padres have had 2 pitchers do that.
Wow, and they still haven't won a World Series, huh?
Nope. It's all about individual awards in San Diego.
Well, you know what they say. I don't know what they say.
What do they say? You know what they say.
I'm not sure what they say.
Go have a goddamn scone. I'm sorry. That was anyway.
Good times. Okay, where were we?
Oh, Kendra's back.
Oh, Kendra. We didn't talk about, obviously we weren't on last week because we were all doing Thanksgiving-y things. But I did finally catch up today with that episode, and whew, Kendra girl. Whew.
Well, you know what strikes me is Kelly is she seems so bitter towards Jake. Why are you so angry with Jake? He's not the one that blindsided you.
I think it's just when you're that like emotional and don't really have a reason because you haven't talked to anybody yet, you fill in the blank in your own head.
Because today she goes, I kind of feel sorry for him.
Yeah.
Yeah, she did.
It should have been you.
But I don't know. Jake is, to me, it would be wild if Jake won because he also is kind of getting that, like, this is not an apples to apples comparison, but he's sort of like getting that stereotypical, like, Gabler kind of doofusy edit, but he's also being portrayed as really smart like Tony was. So
yeah,
it's interesting. Like, because they've gone out of their way multiple times to say.
Tony was a good player, and Jake has just since he tried to make that move to save Caleb, he's just bombed. He's
running
around like a chicken without a head.
Yeah,
I think it was Owen Knight posted on Twitter. He had edited a picture of Jake, his Survivor picture, and put the Charlie Brown shirt on him.
Oh my God.
He is now the Charlie Brown of the season.
And if every episode you got Jake saying, hey, I'll work with anyone. Hey, I'm loyal. I'm loyal. And they all go, okay, Jake.
He's got the sweetest face, though, so it's really easy for them to be like, okay, honey.
I wonder if whenever Drew is gone, Jake is able to ingratiate himself more.
I think he could.
I'm gonna sneeze. Did I mute myself in time?
You muted yourself in time. Yes.
Okay.
Bless you.
Bless
you, my child.
Anyway.
Can we talk about how hard it was for Emily to pick the people to go on that? Because they were all crying.
That's so tough.
Because you're having turkey.
Oh my God.
Mashed potatoes.
He made Thanksgiving sound so creepy.
Apple pie.
When Alex heard that the reward challenge last week was rotisserie chicken, he was like so stoked because Alex loves rotisserie chicken. He'll just eat it plain. Pop it in his mouth.
Well, that's good because in Survivor, that's the only way they serve it. They don't even give you utensils.
Yeah. Well, he would fit right in.
The turkey, actually, the dinner looked good, but they were taking little slices and little pieces. The guy, Bruce was in there grabbing, chicken,
like the cake.
Yeah, the cake. Oh,
yes.
But no, I thought that was tough because you got Drew crying.
Yeah.
And I don't know. It was
so hard not to read anything.
It was only the time he ever spoke where it didn't sound intelligent is when he was, Jeff. So what are you feeling right now? Well, it is what it is. She pick who she wants. You've been faking the whole time. You're not intelligent.
I was legitimately a little bit concerned for Emily because usually whoever wins that challenge, that reward challenge where the letters or the family visits involved, they always go home. I was legitimately worried.
Luckily for her, she's never won anything. Seriously. True. I mean, I think that helps that you don't win and suddenly you win a challenge because you had Jake like this. The balls falling all over the place. Jake,
and you could
it takes a little,
a little finesse.
My ball keeps falling out.
Listen, those of us from the Northeast, some of us have that shit show energy. We're just chaos energy all the time. Okay, I get it.
He'd be a good golfer.
But no, when she finished that challenge and you immediately saw her start shaking, like just from that adrenaline rush, I was happy for her. And I just had to pause and be like, wow, I really hated her after the first episode.
Right?
Yeah.
I wonder if she's going to win because now I'm like outwardly rooting for her. She's a great narrator.
I'll be honest with you. I forgot all about not liking her.
Yeah. And her little arc, from the last week's episode where she had to put together that equation, where they had to create that equation and she couldn't do it. And how upset she was with herself, saying, I'm in this position because I can't do numbers, which is so weird knowing what her job is. But I really, really related to her in that moment, because if that was a challenge I had to face, I'd be done. I'd be toast.
Love that challenge. I love that challenge, and I'm not even kidding. I'm going to go try and solve it myself after this. It was 1 through 10, and you had to make it equal 100. You had 3 pluses and 1 minus, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And I love the way Austin played it too. How Austin had it like that, and then
Austin's just not a pretty face. He's smart.
Yes, he is.
He might be smarter than Drew.
Mm.
He just doesn't show it.
I think socially, that's where the edge is.
Because he's on top of the game. Every time they go to his confessional, he knows it. Knows the heartbeat of what's going on.
Yeah.
Every time I go, he knows his game. He be honest with you, at this point, he should win it. But will he? He's gonna have to ditch D, which will he do? Will he do it? Could have a Boston Rob here where he took
Amber.
What's his wife's name? Amber. Amber to the finals, and who won? Amber, because they didn't like Boston Rob.
Yep. But he's got what? He still has an idol.
He's got I think he's
got
idols.
The super idol at least. Yeah, I think he's got 2.
And he has something else, doesn't he?
Well, he lost his vote, and then he gained the super idol when he got Kelly out. I think it's just the 2. I think he just got the 2.
All right.
He's just got the 2 with 8 people left.
He's only got 2. I mean, and plus he's great at the challenges. Again, that's where I was like, Bruce. I go, Bruce. Literally, they stood up and they cheered. Way to go, Austin! 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 You don't play your idol.
They'll show up wearing jerseys that say Austin.
No. Honestly, that was like the
out goes Bruce. Out goes Bruce.
That was like the equivalent. That was the equivalent of them showing up with shirts saying, "We're going to vote you out, Bruce," and him not.
Oh, Bruce, buddy.
Oh, I felt so. He just kept staring at him, and they kept waiting. And the camera guy, I go, dude, play your idol.
I was like, come on, do it.
Because let's face it, too. He's also great at the individual challenges. He won 2, and he was up until the last. I mean, Austin obviously has the strength factor involved. Like Sherry said, the toes were disgusting, but I didn't look at the toes. I'll have to go back and look at the toes.
You are absolutely right, because I saw that and did not care for it.
But I just said, I don't, what goes through players' heads, you never know what the mistake, obviously Emily played him very well, did a great job. And Bruce went home with an idol in his pocket. It's like, God, don't do that.
There was a short moment, a short-lived moment in my head where I thought he might play it for Jake, because he was giving that okay, I know what the plan is. I'm pretty confident about it, but the Jake thing was shaky. But even if he would have done that, I mean, I don't think he would have looked any more, dingbat-ish in this move.
Yeah. But they did a good job, and credit to Emily and everybody else that worked him. Honestly, credit to them. Sherry says in the chat, do you think that Austin and Dee are having a showman's?
Totally.
Just it? Yeah, 100%.
Oh,
we talked about this before when we first started, that we look like they're eye-effing each other every time they look at each other.
Yes. Yeah. Oh my gosh.
It's almost like when they're 2 are looking at each other, you got to put a PG-13 logo on the side.
Yeah, right.
It's like, should I?
You get it. They're both hot and want to bang each other. Okay.
Should I be watching this? I don't know.
I'm uncomfortable.
Yeah, is this just Pornhub? I don't know.
This is for grown-ups.
Yeah. This is in the 8 to 9 hour. I don't know.
Yeah, guys, you got to save this for after 9, when the kids are asleep.
Yeah, the family hour.
The late night survivor.
Yes.
Yeah, right.
The Survivor on Cinemax. I don't know. It's just
it's the Survivor up all night.
That's what she said. Anyway.
Okay. Let's talk.
I think they are. And again, I don't think you can hide it because they're obviously, that's the one thing where you don't have the after show thing where because now they do that. They go right to the because we won't get the question. Are you guys a couple? You're not a couple.
Yeah, or even just Ponderosa clips where we could listen to everyone else go, "Oh my God, they won't stop touching each other!" Like like the confirmation that they are coupling.
Yeah.
Yes.
But I think that again, that could hurt Austin's game. Will he? Because I think D would stab in the back to win.
Oh, totally, 100%. Chris says Survivor After Dark.
Anyway, but Bruce, I think his ego. He was. I mean, after last week, I think he was likable. I mean, he was. I felt bad for him last week. He was questioning, "Am I this way with my family? Am I this way?"
Yes.
And I just don't think. I don't think you're. It's different when you're with strangers, because of how you come across with your family. It's like, hey, that's my dad. I accept my dad for who he is. Right? Most people do. Or my mom. My parents. That's who they are.
Yeah.
Are they overbearing?
Unless you're Katura.
Yes, you hate everybody, but I think he shouldn't have had to feel guilty about how he's raising his kids or anything like that.
Yeah, but you have that happen, right? Where like you think things are going good, all of a sudden somebody says something to you, and it suddenly makes you question your reality, and then you might tend to question yourself, and that's why therapists make a lot of money.
Yes.
And yes, so but. With Bruce,
it did give him. I'm sorry. It did give him the opportunity to share that, how Bruce loves to share his experience, but it did give him the opportunity to share that with Jake, about hitting that wall and.
Yes, that's exactly what I was gonna say. That was a great moment tonight with him and Jake. Like he really came across like just as like a wonderful person.
Yes. Yeah.
I think he is a wonderful person. I think
so too.
I just think he can be a bit much, and he's.
Well, so he's like 20 years older than everybody
else.
Yeah,
and so the young
10 years, 20 years older than everybody else.
Again, and I've felt it. Obviously, might be older than some people, but you can feel it when younger people talk, and you go, and you can't keep your mouth shut. You're like going, okay, you don't know what the hell you're talking about because you haven't lived it. Yeah, but you don't want to. But you can't come across that way because you come across that way, you're a jerk. Yep. And I felt that same way about older people when I was younger, going, what an idiot. And then you look back going, that person was right.
Yeah.
Damn that man.
I'm that person.
Damn, Jeff was right about the scones at the carnival.
He was right.
They're fantastic.
Cutting to the chat real quick. Sherry says she misses Ponderosa. Don't we all?
So much.
And Christy says Bruce talked to them no different than he talks to his kids, dude. They aren't your kids. Yeah.
But I think when you're older and you got younger people, you're trying to, I don't know.
Right. But you know what? That same thing kind of works though for some people, because Bruce was trying to make this like, I'm like the uncle and like I'm not as serious as a dad, but you can still look up to me and count on me. But then like you have somebody like Mama J who's just genuinely being caring, and then everybody is like, they can just trust her. And then, she's left sitting there crying about it. But
and I don't want to sound sexist, but I think it's easier to come across as a mom.
Yes.
Than a dad.
Yeah.
Yes, I think so.
I mean, because she just sits, but she even said, she goes, she's had trouble sleeping because she's had to lie to two people that she really likes. And that's not her nature. And that's the problem. When you're playing a game, again, I don't like to lie to people. I don't want to, I'm pretty loyal. But when I'm playing a game, if you're on the other team or you're playing against me, I'm going to do everything I can to beat you. Yeah. It's just the way it is. And again, once the game's over, no hard feelings. I because I know some people over the years have not, they won't talk to someone that voted them out or whatever it is. To me, it's a game. And that's
the jury right now is looking like there might be some bitterness there. Like this is the most like hurt, angry jury we've seen for a while.
I was going to say that this is a very bitter jury on paper. I mean, so far what we've seen, I don't think Caleb, but I think what we've seen from Kelly and
Kendra,
they're
but bitter. They were both bitter against Bruce, and now that Bruce is gone,
maybe it's okay.
Even they celebrated. I'm like going.
I know, that was so mean. Everybody jumping and celebrating and cheering. Like, if I was Bruce watching that then and tonight, I'd be pissed. I'd be sending group message texts and be like, what the hell, guys?
Yeah, come on. Was I that bad? Was I that bad? I just asked my family and they said in fear, no. But
I predict that Bruce is gonna get some Sia money after the season's over.
And he deserves it.
How many days was he safe? He was there, what, 18 days?
They said he's been safe 17 out of 18 of the days.
That's crazy.
That is crazy.
Of course you want him out. It doesn't matter if he was the nicest, most easy to get along with and live with dude in the world. If you have that much safety, you have got to go. Like they should celebrate that he's gone, but maybe waited until they got back to camp.
Yeah, they hate him because he was old.
No, they hated him because he told stories and bossed them around.
Because he's old. What does he? In life, there's different levels of life.
Uh-huh.
Then you have your child. You have your childhood. Then you have your middle ages, and then when you get old, you go, yeah, I made a lot of mistakes. So you're trying to help people when you hear people talking, you're like going, you're just wrong.
That's fair.
I think that's what Bruce was trying to say.
But if you live 50 plus years on the planet, you're going to have some advice to give. If you have been on an island for 3 days or 2 days longer than everybody else, that's a much shorter list of checks,
But not in today's Survivor world, because there's only so many days of Survivor.
Yes, I wish they would go back to 39 days. Honestly,
so 3 days is like 100 in dog years.
If I'm Jeff and I'm making $8 million and it's a shorter season, then it's
gravy.
Great.
It's
I'm
gravy.
working harder. I'm working
gravy.
smarter, not harder.
It's apple pie. I like when Jake and they showed Jake and Austin like this, but then Jeff was done. Apple pie.
Okay, so Christy says no Sia money, please. It will be Jake. She usually gives money to 2 people, so I'm guessing.
Where's Sia giving us money? We're here every week.
I don't know.
Come on,
Sia.
I know. He's not good enough for
Sia.
Come
on.
Okay, real quick before we move on, Sherry had said something about their toes, and I can't find it now up in the chat. But in the challenge.
Yeah, I heard it was gross. I didn't see him.
Yeah, because we got like a really good close-up of many toes because they were digging their feet down against that platform.
That challenge was hard. I don't know how long it would have lasted.
Has Austin seen Dee's toe? Big toe? Because that might be a turnoff. I'm just saying.
Clearly,
it's a deal breaker. It's a deal breaker. That toe.
Wow,
imagine the footsies you could play with that thing.
Wow, that's a big toe. That's a big toe. That's like Jaws. That's Jaws.
Is that a toe in your sandal, or are you just happy to see me?
Wow.
See, where's Sia? We're gold over here.
Yeah, come on, Sia. Give us $50,000 each. Come on.
100,000.
Come on.
100.
I don't know. I'll even.
I wasn't trying to be crazy.
Each with you guys.
Take me out for lunch. We're good.
You don't even have to take me out for lunch.
It could be like Stripes. Sergeant Hulk is our big toe, and
just the toe. The toe wins all of the Sia money.
Yes. Yeah.
I liked that when it panned over on our group of everybody, when they moved down to the second pegs, Jake had, I don't know if it's because he slid or what, but his tank top had slid up. So he was using all of his back skin to hold
Yes, I saw that.
To hold on.
That's going to be the worst rug burn possible.
That is going to leave blisters. It's
awful. Okay. What was that strap that was going? Was it his elastic? Is that the elastic for the pants?
Yeah, I couldn't figure
I thought it
out
was
what that
either
was.
the pants elastic or maybe it was something to keep the microphone up.
I'm losing my bloomas here.
He would say bloomers too.
Yeah, bloomas.
No, that was a hard challenge. So kudos to everybody
that was new, right?
I don't know.
I've never seen that. I don't remember seeing that before.
They've had ones where they're like on, the bars go down. It's not like a flat back that you're holding onto, where they're having to just put their feet on the pegs and their hands on the pegs and then come down, but not like.
Hasn't she done water challenges before though?
Yeah, but she just had a panic attack. I mean, she had just. Everybody else was like, "Oh, my letter from home made me feel great," and then she was all like, freaking out." Like her letter did not.
That's true. I didn't think about that.
I don't think it helped her out. I think she just had a panic attack, like a full-blown Brandon attack out there. Like, I can't get in the water.
Brandon had.
Don't insult her like that. Brandon had a lot more going on. There was like actual mental illness there.
Because when Jeff said that we have a ladder, Brandon would have said, "It doesn't help."
I'm terrified of ladders. I don't know how to use them.
I can't use a ladder in the water. I can't.
Oh, you mean Brandon from the first season? I thought you meant Brandon Hans for some reason. That's why.
No, you never.
I don't know why I went there. Okay, no, Brandon from this season.
Where did you get Brandon Hans?
I don't know. It was the first Brandon that popped into my mind.
Oh yeah, my God. No, not a comparison there. But it still stands. It still stands. Like, your reaction is still entirely valid.
Yes, no, that was mental health with Brandon Hans. With this Brandon, that was just panic attack. You're right. This conversation makes so much more sense to me.
So now that we said ladder,
right.
We're talking about this season's Brandon, not Brandon Hans.
Yes.
You're like going, was there a ladder in Brandon?
I thought that at first. I did,
but
then I got there. I got there.
See, Brandon Hans would have stole the ladder from it.
Right.
Yeah.
Thrown it into the fire.
Thrown into the fire. Yep. Fire, blah, blah.
Anyway, okay. Any last things? Katora, that was wonderful. That she got a nice little moment. Jeff loves that stuff. Loves giving people moments.
Yeah.
I like
she
it.
She swims.
Yeah, I mean, I don't
nervous. I get it.
She looked like Michael
feel
Phelps.
for her that she had, a panic attack and was so scared. I feel for her because you could see it, like. But I did like seeing it for this sense. It's like, okay, now we have a well-rounded person. Like, this is every aspect of this person. Now we've got to see when they're irritated and they're working hard, and then here's the really human.
We've definitely seen when she's irritated.
Yes, and now I'm like, I like her even more.
Yes,
like,
yeah,
all right.
Too.
And
I like everybody that's left this season.
She still had the gumption to to jump in with her castmates, and swim to the boat.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But Jeff is like, we have swimmers in there. There's not.
Like, I'm here, and I would be like,
"You're useless, buddy."
I don't know.
You'll talk
and be like, Jeff.
Katara
starring me.
Katara's drowning. Someone. That's not how you do it on Survivor.
Yeah, Katara, we've got swimmers here, and you've got me. I'll narrate your drowning.
You can play it.
Will me,
Katara.
You can play it
down deep.
She has balls to keep her up. Anyway, and we can play it at your funeral there, Katara.
It will mean something.
He's not going to get his makeup messed up. Come on, Jeff. Come on.
He'd be like, we already paid for the rights to the Kenny Loggins song. We can play that.
We've done enough. Playing with the boys.
Oh, by the way, I think it was Rob Cesternino who tweeted during that sequence, meanwhile, at the Dojo Mojo Casa Tribe, and that made me laugh. That's from Barbie's. That's who Dojo Mojo Casa House Ken was, who Jay was for Halloween, Jack.
Oh, that's who he was.
Now you've got a little more context.
It's the patriarchy, okay? It's the patriarchy.
It's the patriarchy.
Yeah. I'm Bruce in this. Barbie.
Yes, you are. Okay, let's take a quick break. We'll come back. We'll do some feedback, and then I don't know, maybe go to sleep or something.
Sleep.
Who needs sleep? Where I come from, we don't need no
when I was a
sleep.
kid, we woke up at 5. Never went to sleep.
We walked up those hills both ways.
That's right.
Okay, we will be right back. Okay, and now we're back. Okay, so
but speaking of old people, I saw something on Twitter I thought was funny.
No.
It was this person going up at like an ice mountain.
Oh,
and they said, me going to school in the morning. It was an old person. Me going to school in the morning. I said, that's funny. That's wild. That's wacky.
Yeah.
Anyway, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Okay, the first bit is from Dennis in the Facebook group, and he
Whoa,
said,
Dennis. We don't have a thing for Dennis.
I know you can come up with one.
Dennis, you're a menace. Okay, that's all I got. I'm drinking out of my stolen Colleen cup.
I did steal that. I mean, I commandeered. I did. And Zachary was very upset. And whenever Jay drinks out of the cup that we have here, he gets really mad because he remembers that I took that in my bag from the restaurant.
Get over it, Zach.
But the reason he knows about it is because remember we asked them if we could buy it, and they said no. So then we just took them. And by we, I mean me.
Well, I did ask. I said, "Can I buy these?" They said, "Oh no." I said, "Okay."
I know, but Zach overheard that whole conversation. So then when they suddenly appeared here and there.
So he knows.
He put it all together. He does not like it's a trigger warning for him. Or is it triggering for him rather?
Isn't that one of the commandments? Isn't that one of the commandments, Mom? No, there's only 9 commandments now.
He probably just thinks that's what old people do.
Bruce would have stole it.
Bruce would not have stolen it. Mama J would have stolen it, and then she would have been up all night about it.
I stole the cup.
God, it's a freaking plastic cup, people. Okay. Dennis says, what is it? It's like a hard plastic. That's dishwashable.
It's hard plastic, it's Coca-Cola, and 0 sugar. I'm gonna tell you right now, it's not 0 sugar in here right now. Anyway,
sounds like it's just regular Coca-Cola with
sounds
a little
like
bit
a glass
of rum.
full of.
Well, I'm saying,
full of lies.
Well, don't you make rum out of sugar?
Yes, sugar cane. I gotcha. Okay, Dennis says, in my honest opinion,
Dennis.
Emily is one of the best reinvention stories in Survivor ever, and I completely 100% agree with that.
Yeah,
it's like an episode of Lost.
Ice much? Yes, it is.
Oh,
that means she has to win now, right?
Yeah. Well, did anyone really win on Lost?
No, nobody won. Well,
I mean, everyone died.
Yeah, but not the whole time.
Not the whole time.
Just the last season,
But it is like an episode of Lost because we always hated people in the beginning.
Yeah.
We ended up liking them.
Except we liked Kate in the beginning, but we didn't like her by the end.
Well, that was the writer's fault. I actually like Kate the whole time. But, that's just me.
She's like the Drew. She's crying all the time. You don't know if you should believe it or not.
No, because Drew, we wanted him to put his shirt on.
Okay. Oh,
just say.
Points.
Damn it, Austin, run! Okay. I broke them. Goodbye, guys. Show is done.
Oh my God. Okay, I'm good now. I'm good.
I have to put Austin and D in the cage.
I'm not. You know what? I can't shoot that trap. Oh well. I'm out of bullets. Okay. That's not what I wanted to hear.
Okay. We have an email from Mandy.
Save us, Mandy.
Why is she? Breathe in, breathe out.
I'm sorry. All I can hear in my head is Jake going, "I shot a freaking polar bear."
Who's the mobster now?
Oh my God.
Mark. Congratulations. Thanks for listening.
See, Sia? At least we stay on target.
Okay. We got an email from Mandy.
Mandy
says, why did he play the idol? I think she means Bruce. He knows he's the target since merge. No excuse with feeling comfortable enough not to play it. I feel like this would be the perfect time to cause chaos by playing the idol before the votes are cast. I agree.
Yeah, I agree.
But coulda, shoulda, woulda.
It makes no sense.
Makes no sense. And then the trend of whoever gets the episode title not going home is still happening. Jake got it this week, so I felt like it wasn't going to be him just based on that.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't even know if that was. I didn't know that was a thing.
I feel like it's subjectively a thing. I don't know if we've talked about that before specifically, but for a while the the people that got the quote, the people that got the quote got the title that went home. Okay.
I'm reading Sherry's thing about the toe.
You found, oh gosh, yes, Sherry had said during the immunity challenge, one of them had a real messed up, damaged, semi-fungal looking toe, and they kept zooming in on it, and I was like, oh, please stop. Whose toe was it?
I think it was Jake's.
Oh, that makes sense.
Okay. Yeah. He has those mafia toes. License to kill.
Yeah. You ever come up with massa and win?
Gotta go to Dunkin'.
You know, Dunkin' is not Dunkin' Donuts anymore, right? It's just Dunkin'.
It's just Dunkin', yeah.
It's just Dunkin'.
Because people in Boston kept saying Dunkin', so they said, okay.
Like, our biggest market share calls us Dunkin'.
Because Dunkin' Donuts is too hard to pronounce. So just go Dunkin'.
Yeah. Too many syllables.
So do I.
Plus, it's cheaper on business cards, lettering. You got to put the sign out. I haven't had Dunkin' Donut in forever.
We had ones on the road. That's how this conversation came up. Is we had them on the road the other day because we left New York at 7:00 at night, went to Maryland, stopped about 11:30, stayed at a hotel, and then we were up by like 5:30 the next morning and out by 6:00. But nothing was open except the Dunkin' Donuts next to the Dunkin' next to the hotel.
The Dunkin'.
Did you get donuts or did you just primarily get coffee?
Well, I got a coffee. Jay actually went and got it for all of us. But he got me a coffee, and then the three of them had donuts. But I wouldn't let anybody eat them until 8:00 because I felt like 6:00 was too early for a donut.
What'd you do? Dangle it in front of them? Be quiet.
No, I said go back to sleep for 2 hours, and you can have a donut.
But there's donuts.
Yeah.
Too early for the sugar.
All right, let's do the tally the votes here. Okay, Bruce, he which by the way, we can confirm this is definitely a pagonging, right? It's almost all Reba and the one Lulu left at this point.
Yes.
Sure.
Or I guess Jake is the last bellow. Is Jake the last bellow stand? Oh no, Katora. Okay, so that would mean that Katora, if it was a pagonging, Katora and Jake.
But they don't seem to be working together.
Nobody seems to be working with Jake.
Katora, I think Katora's happy. She might quit next week. Bruce is gone. My mission.
I don't think Katora's gonna quit. I do.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I just want to get rid of Bruce. I was staying until Bruce went home.
Yeah. It's like the Twitter account Liza Minnelli outlives, and like every time something happens, it's like Liza Minnelli has outlived something. She'd be like, Katora Tops has outlived Bruce. It is getting
to the point where people die, and I go, I didn't know they were still alive. It happened today. I won't say who it was, but
that's happened a lot in the past year. It feels like.
Yeah,
but they were 100 years old, but they were the most famous alive 100-year-old.
I am getting to the point where I'm old, so it's like I remember when these people were young.
Mm.
Oh man. Okay. Anyway.
Yes. Well, yeah. There was a great tweet. It was like Jimmy Carter's reaction to the news, and it was like an old man dancing. Okay.
Why are we picking on Jimmy Carter the way he looks? He's 99.
I don't think anybody was picking on him.
No, I've seen it on Twitter. People are picking on him. I'm like going, okay, he's
a 99-year-old man who's been in hospice care for almost a year.
For like 10 years. I mean, let's give Jimmy a break.
Like the fact that he's still alive is incredible because most people go into hospice and they're like gone within a week.
Yeah, his wife Rosalind was.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm sorry.
Yeah. Okay. Well, okay. Yeah, this took a dark turn.
I'm craving a peanut. I don't know why.
Okay. Well, let's finish up so you can go.
Or Billy Beer. You guys probably don't remember Billy Beer.
No, but I get the peanut reference. Okay.
Billy Beer was Jimmy Carter's brother. Liked to drink beer.
And so
his name was Billy. So they made Billy Beer for Billy Carter.
Oh, I just learned that today. I hope I get asked at a trivia once. Fine.
There you go. Then if you're on Jeopardy and you win, get a share.
I will. I'll give you a whole $5 for that information.
$5 and a Dunkin' Donut.
At a Dunkin'. Okay. Bruce, Jamie and I had him merged. Jack had him final 3. So that means Jamie and I both get a point for Bruce.
That sucks.
Yeah, it does for you. Not for me and Jamie.
That's harsh.
The chat loves it. Chris Doran says Billy Beer, LOL, all capitals. That's when you know it's funny. He's really
Doran
laughing out loud.
Chris Doran probably drank Billy Beer.
I'm sure he'll tell us in about 30 seconds when the delay is off and he hears this.
I wasn't old enough to drink Billy Beer at the time.
Oh, so are you throwing shade at Chris Doran right now?
I'm just fucking. I'm messing with him.
I Colleen. Officially reached PG-13. Okay.
Just think of Alston and Dee looking at you other and then.
There you go.
All right. Okay. Nobody got any points for who's going home. Oh shoot! I guess Jack, you had said Kendra for last week. I'll give you Kendra.
Oh, there you go.
And then I guess we miss it for this week. So
we didn't pick anyone.
We didn't pick anybody. All right. Well, go you. You got that point. So everybody gets a point this week. Jamie and I are tied with 8, and Jack has 7 right behind us. Jamie's winner's pick, who's probably the actual winner, let's be honest, is still D.
Who's D?
You have Jake. Jack has Jake. Wow, that's a tongue twister. And I
have Jake, huh?
Yeah.
I'm not winning this year.
You're not winning this year.
I don't. There's no. I mean, let's be honest. There's no. He's likable, but there's no chance he can win.
Yeah, but remember, we never guessed that Erica or Gabler would win.
That's true, but you know, it looks like a bitter jury. But I do like that. I'm drawing blank on her name. She won the reward challenge today.
Emily.
Emily. She's starting to build a
resume.
Yeah,
I would love for Emily to win.
Same. I would really like it too. I think it's a really good come from behind story. And
it just shows you're never out of the game.
Yeah, it's never too late. It's never too late. And I think that Caleb would whip some votes for her because it would be like by extension.
Yep.
Yeah.
Chris said the follow-up is he would have been 9 years old when
9 years old. So I would have been 14. No, 12. No, cool. 14. 14.
Well,
math is hard.
Math. All right. Who do we think is going home next week?
It's not going to be Jake.
I'm concerned. I'm going to say Emily. I'm worried.
I don't think it's going to be Emily. I think Emily's going to win it.
I'm concerned. She's got a resume, and people like D are cutthroat. And also, I'm going to look up.
I think it's Drew.
You think it's going to be Drew?
Yep.
Okay. Well, that's a good choice.
Yeah.
I could see Drew outliving his usefulness. Okay, that's 10. So this is 11. Okay. And Jamie, you agree?
I think you know what? I'm going to let Jack have Drew, and I'm going to go with
Thank
Julie.
you.
Okay.
Julie's a good choice. But can Julie win?
I didn't realize. I'm sorry. I didn't realize that I didn't have it on the right thing before. So yes, here's I was literally like referring to this stuff as if you guys could see the screen and you couldn't. There's all the points. And you said
that's what messed up my pick.
I'm sorry. Now you see it. Now you see it. Now you don't. I'm sorry. Who did you say you thought was going home, Jamie? Did you say Julie?
Yes.
Okay. So Jamie thinks Julie, Jack thinks Drew, and I'm concerned that it might be Emily. I'm looking up right now. When is the finale? Is it the 20th or the 13th?
I don't know.
Can you look that up, Jamie, if you have the option to?
Yep.
I guess we don't ask the old guy to look it up.
Would you like to look it up, old man?
No, I don't want to look it up.
I didn't think you did. So.
I'm gonna have a Billy beer and just relax.
Speaking of old people, isn't it wonderful that the top challenge threats so far really have been Bruce and Julie? Like Julie is up there till the end. I'm like, real proud.
It's the Wednesday, the 20th.
The 20th. So there's 14 weeks, right?
So Jeff made another 8 mil.
Oh my God. Yeah, he did.
I think that's when is that when Amazing Races also is?
Is it really that long for? Well, because they're down to the final 6, and tonight was the final 5.
There's 7. Oh, you're for Amazing Race.
For Amazing Race, and then they go to final 4, then final 3.
Am I doing this math right? Yeah. So next week's July. Next week is December. That's the second time I've done that.
Erica got that damn time.
Why is it so cold here in July? Usually it's sweltering.
Okay, so week 11 would be December 6th, then week. Oh, yeah, 13 weeks. Okay, I can't do math, but I got there. Okay, guys, sorry, just kidding. If I was editing this, I'd cut that out, but I didn't. So
who edits? Who cares? No one's listening at this point.
And, I believe I'm not going to say that this is true, but as of right now, it looks like a 3-hour finale.
Oh no!
So they're probably going to do the reunion.
Mm-hmm. Oh no, it's terrible.
That's fine. I thought it was like 3 hours of Survivor.
Well, then we see Dee and Austin.
I love a good reunion show, so
that's true.
We haven't had one in a while.
That's true.
Yes, and regardless, we'll probably do that show the next day anyway.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, on that note, everybody, it's been lovely. Thank you for listening. We appreciate it. Thanks everybody that's out there watching. It's been fun.
Yeah, I've had a good time.
I've had a great time too. All right. Well, it's been
wild.
Wild and wacky.
All right. Well, if you have any emails for us, you can email us survivorjjc@gmail.com. Shandy and I have committed to doing a bonus show this week. So that will be out for the patrons. If you'd like to become a patron, go to patreon.com/JandJack. And that helps all the shows out on the network. The broadcast with moi and Shandy and Amanda. The Ramblecast with Jack and a bunch of other bros. And what else? And the Amazing Race with Jack and Cindy.
It's been a great season.
Yes.
Great season, Amazing Race.
And your Jamie's got her own thing going on the YouTubes. With God and Christy,
is Big Brother still going on?
That's over.
Well, they're going to have a 2-week special. They're going to have a reindeer games. It's not going to be Big Brother. It's going to be a few people that have been on Big Brother.
Oh, that's right.
So that's going to happen in December, and then right after the New Year, Australian Survivor will begin.
Is Big Brother still going? The original Big Brother still going on?
No, God, no.
No, it ended? Who won?
That ended November 6th or something like that. November 10th.
Who won?
Thank goodness. I don't even remember. I don't know. I don't know. I don't acknowledge it. No, she didn't.
You know why? Because she's older.
She got cut right. She got cut out at 4, I believe. Because she was older.
She's always the runner-up. Always.
Yeah, she's
the best reality player never to win a game.
No, she did win. She won that other one.
Yep, she did. One? She did win one.
The Traders game.
Oh, the Traders game. But no one watched it.
No one watched it, but she won.
That doesn't count.
That's because her son wasn't playing the game with
Yeah,
her.
I feel like when the money hits that bank account, it counts.
Well,
Yeah,
for
there you
her.
All right, let's wrap this up, everybody. We will see you next week, same time, same place. It was good to be back talking about this. And yes, on that note, my name is Colleen.
Still Jamie.
Still Jack.
Peace out, everybody.
Bye.
Wait, did you thank the patrons?
Oh, thanks to the patrons that contribute a certain level. Just kidding.
I go. Finally, you were talking about the patrons. So you didn't have to. I go. I don't.
I know. I got interrupted in the spiel and then forgot. Thought I had finished.
Who interrupted you?
I might have interrupted myself. I started asking Jamie about the YouTubes.
That's right.
Then I got off topic.
That's right.
Okay. Thank you, Eckhart, Maggie, the Magnificent, Joanne with a Plan, and the Creepy Poopy at Mailman. Thank you guys so much. All right, for real. Goodbye. See ya. Thank you. Bye.